breaking all the rules. The CSI course, Correcting Structural Imbalances, is our lead-in course, and I designed the CSI 20 years ago, and I've redone that course and redeveloped it, changed it, tweaked it, probably over 40 times. And I will say it's a rule breaker. It does a lot of things all at one time. You're gonna learn tempo, time under tension, and what it means to lower a weight. For example, as you squat down in the eccentric, it takes half the muscles to do that, but your strength goes up dramatically. So right out of the gate, we're gonna learn about eccentric training. You're gonna learn the 5% solution. And that's actually what started the CSI course probably 20 years ago. So that was a Charles Polkin thing. The 5% solution is you would lift a weight and you would do, example, 6 reps. And then the next week you would go up 5% and do 5 reps. Next week, up another 5%, drop it down, another rep again. It's phenomenal. It's probably one of my all-time favorites for about anybody entering into the time under tension program. And so using that tempo. We're also going to talk about what the tempo means. For example, you get a lot of people like, I don't want to get big. And then we quickly tell them on day one, there is no difference between mass training and getting lean. So the sweet spot for burning body fat is the same sweet spot for getting jacked or muscular, which is about 40 seconds of time under tension. And you will burn fat faster in that range. So you'll see the CSI course, you're gonna be lifting nonstop for 40 to 60 seconds. And then we explain number 1 rule in a gym is the reps always dictate the weight. So how much weight should you use for that 40-second parameter? Other coaches will give you the exercises, but I'm gonna give you the story behind it. We're gonna go through breaking some rules of why the knee should travel in front of the ankle. Most universities will tell you to keep the knee above the ankle, which is total horseshit. What sport do you know where the knee does not cross the ankle? So what we do is we teach it to cross the ankle, and we teach it to go full depth. And then we might use the analogy of the lowest amount of injuries in sports is Olympic weightlifting. So their knees are phenomenal and they go full depth, knee travels forward. So train people to get that full range of motion. So we're working on full range of motion, which breaks the myth of if you lift weights, you get too tight. We address that. Full range of motion, using tempo to keep it safe. And then it's going to implement multi-angular training. There's so much in this course, it's unbelievable. So how to improve work density by changing the angle of the movement, where you can actually convert 6 reps into 12 to 18 instead of just doing 6 reps and burning out. So getting more bang for your buck doing multi-angular training. It's going to cover the biggest injuries we see in sports, which is knee, because they don't train the knee correctly. So we do a lot of VMO work on day 1. We will intentionally lift your heel up. We'll intentionally let the knee travel forward. We'll do some really easy looking movements that will probably make you collapse. The program, it breaks the rules because I designed it so it will just about work for the advanced athlete to the person who's never worked out before. It's highly educational. It'll give you a way to make sure someone's safe. If someone's knee won't go full depth, we'll explain to you they should probably get the knee, if there's a knee problem, get the knee fixed first. Other than that, the knee's actually safe to actually go full depth in your squats. How to progress by how far you raise your foot on split squats, why we picked the split squat. By the way, if you know nothing about training legs and hips, if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, the answer is always do a split squat. It will train everything, and it usually keeps things in balance. We'll train you to train which limb first. The weakest one dictates it. The strongest one has to match the weakest one. So lots of good information. Rotator cuff. We're going to break down strength ratios. For an example, we will compare how much you bench press and compare that to your rotator cuff strength. And then we'll give you progressions on rotator cuff from elbow down, elbow up, elbow standing, all the progressions for rotator cuff. The ratio, here's a little tidbit for you. The ratio for rotator cuff to your bench press is approximately 10% for a 9-rep max, done every 60 seconds. Supersetted with a trap 3 hold, which trap 3 is your lower trap, and that's what actually stabilizes you to press overhead. If you can't depress, that's why you can't press, and that's quite depressing. So we actually start to address shoulder injuries on day 1. All right, so a lot of things are going to go down. You're going to have a lot of senior coaches and strength coaches giving the CSI course. You cannot use my course for profit unless you enrolled into the plan. So if you use it without my permission, I will sue you. It's hands off. It's very good. You're going to love it. You're going to love the coaches. We got a really awesome dream team teaching this. So get with an affiliate and apply with them. They'll actually vet you on the spot. If they think you're a committed person who wants to get into the on-the-job training for personal trainers and strength coaches, they'll send it through to senior coaches, and you have to do a video to get in to apply. And then if we like what we see, we'll invite you into the program, which will give you behind the scenes and what it really takes to become a strength coach. You enter as a personal trainer and then go to a strength coach level, then a senior strength coach. And we'll cover 12 different styles of strength training. And you actually have to do them to graduate. For an example, you have to use a strength coach, a peer, that actually will show you a program. You have to go through with them, and then they will suggest whether you can move forward just using videos. You always have to return your video back into your coach, and that validates quality control to make sure you're actually doing the program. It is an insane amount of hands-on, which is exactly what's missing with the personal trainers and strength coaches that we see now. The hands-on is not taught. We teach it extensively because of that. So lots and lots and lots and lots of hands-on training. You have to get 2,000 hours of just learning material on the floor and doing them. And then as soon as you prove that you can do it, we will allow you to then profit from it and show the person that's coming into the program. So every coach is responsible for holding another coach's hand and bringing them up into the program. Super excited to see you guys' video and walking into the Correcting Structural Imbalance course, which is the first course taught out of the 12. Everybody does that course, and you'll be impressed to say the least. So I look forward to seeing everybody. Thank you.